Cutter's Degrassi Unpopular Opinions. Hey there, Heather, It's Jeff Cutter from Diamond welcoming you to another Degrassi video. And today's video is about the will they, won't they relationship of Joey and Caitlyn. Basically, this is more of a hot take than an unpopular opinion, but basically, the hot take is about the fact that they really ruined Caitlyn and Joey in the next gen. And all that. So I'm going to review with you the Caitlyn and Joey stuff. Now, in Degrassi, Joey was smitten with girls, but got smitten with a girl named Caitlyn. Caitlyn basically was this Miss Goody Two Shoes, if you will. And basically, she didn't like Joey because, Joey was more of a huckster and all that. Being a brat and all that. But Caitlyn and Joey basically got together, boyfriend, girlfriend, and, they had interest in all that. But Joey basically ended up hurting the relationship by going after some other girls, I think. Something like that. Basically, Joey and Caitlyn couldn't work out, and they were on again, off again for a while. One of their breaks from the relationship, if you will, was when Caitlyn was smitten with Claude, and Claude left Caitlyn high and dry during an animal protest. So basically, he left Caitlyn high and dry. Caitlyn was not too pleased about it. Claude decides to off himself. Well, he had some family problems, but basically he wanted to off himself because Caitlyn wouldn't give him the time of day. So basically, trying to make Caitlyn look bad, seem bad, and it works in a sense. But he gets in Caitlyn's head. But Joey is the one who tells Caitlyn that basically he did it to try to screw with you. I mean, he's just trying to make you look bad. He's the bad guy here. Don't fall for his antics. And so, Joey is not too pleased with things. But, he tells Caitlyn, and Caitlyn understands. So basically, they get back together. I know that Joey was supposed to take Caitlyn to the prom in the end of Degrassi Junior High, leading into Degrassi High. The episode that the school burned. And, Joey was supposed to get good grades, but he just missed out on French marks. And basically, he told Caitlyn that he couldn't take Caitlyn to the dance. Caitlyn was upset, thinking that Joey chickened out. However, she finds out that his parents, his dad wouldn't allow it. But Joey's mom does convince Joey's dad to let him go to the dance with Caitlyn because, it's going to hurt Caitlyn's feelings. And besides, Joey at least tried. So, yeah. So they're boyfriend, girlfriend in a while. Unfortunately, Joey really screws up in Degrassi High, like the movie School's Out, basically making things look bleak and all that. Basically, he tries to go after Caitlyn, but Caitlyn's too busy with her university stuff and all that. And Caitlyn works during the night, whereas Joey works during the days. So basically, they can't mesh. And then Tessa, who actually was a character in Degrassi Junior High / High, but not really noticeable. The one noticeable thing she did was she inadvertently caused the school to burn by basically playing tag with Scooter and basically having some kind of fire shit, if you will. So basically, yeah. But anyway, so Joey falls in love with Tessa and basically decides to go with Tessa. However, Caitlyn said that she wants to make it work with Joey. And in fact, Caitlyn is going to go to university closer to Joey so that she can be with him. Joey decides to juggle both girls at the same time, and hopefully none of them will find out. Unfortunately, he gets Tessa pregnant, and Tessa goes to get an abortion. Although, that's kind of wrong in a sense, because I wanted Tessa to have the baby and stick it on Joey and make Joey have to worry about the baby. So basically, Tessa breaks up with Joey after finding out that, Joey went out with his parents for his birthday and basically was cheating on her. So basically, Joey gets his birthday present from Tessa, but Tessa slams her dad in front of him. And Joey doesn't know what's happening and all that. Meanwhile, well, Tessa's gone. Meanwhile, he's with Caitlyn, and basically he's happy with Caitlyn. However, Joey gets on Snake's bad side too many times, and Snake finally blurts out Joey's tryst with Tessa and Caitlyn. Caitlyn blasts Joey, and rightfully so. However, at Simon and Alexis' wedding, which is basically the the epilogue to the events, Joey and Caitlyn dance as friends. But basically, we're like, okay, that's fine. And then by the time Degrassi Next Gen started, Joey lost his wife. He doesn't know what to do, and then he's worried about seeing Caitlyn. Caitlyn has a fiance, but her fiance is a bit of a creep towards Joey, and Caitlyn breaks it off with Keith to be with Joey. It's like, gee, Caitlyn and Joey, now they're pushing this on the Next Gen people? So anyway, regardless of that, it was hard to believe. And, Joey's found someone who could appreciate him, although he goes towards Sydney as well, like an ex-girlfriend and all that. Caitlyn tries her best to fit in with Joey and to fit in with Angie, who is actually Julia's daughter. Well, Joey and Julia had Angie and all that, and Julia was Craig's mom before she left Craig and his dad to be with Joey, and basically Craig's dad basically gets pissed off at Craig. Maybe he takes his aggression out on Craig because he can't take it out on Julia. So anyway, yeah, so basically she tries to fit in with the family and all that. She does seem a little bit of an airhead, and basically not really her character. Caitlyn was a strong, independent woman, and basically she's putty sometimes in Joey's hands. Joey doesn't take advantage of her. It's just basically that she wants to be with Joey and is love struck by him. She goes to Africa, and then she returns from Africa just in time for one of the worst feelings in the world, and that is basically Time Stands Still and all that. And if you remember, the subplot in Time Stands Still is that, Joey's having trouble with his house. Craig, who's sick, tries to get Cindy to help. And then, Caitlyn finds out that there's a for sale sign and decides to buy Joey's house to be closer to Joey and all that. Even though Cindy is the realtor. So basically, yeah, there's a lot of issues. And it's like Joey and Caitlyn is like, okay, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, the end of season 4, when they did the episodes about Degrassi getting to be the film shoot of a thing called Jay and Silent Bob Go Canadian A, which is weird. It's like Degrassi just went through a school shooting and then they get a movie shoot. Cool. Caitlyn and Joey, their relationship stands the test of time as Kevin Smith has a boner for Caitlyn. And basically, Caitlyn chooses Kevin Smith over Joey, which is like, what the fuck? So anyway, yeah, Caitlyn and Joey try to make things work, but, there's a lot of issues between the two of them. All that. Now, there was a Reddit post done over 3 weeks ago. And for context, this is being taped on April the 12th, 2021. And it says Caitlyn and Joey. So basically, the person who did it was I don't know _ whatever. It says they ended things so awkwardly between Caitlyn and Joey. Caitlyn was super in love with him, but then she started becoming super rude to him, like when she told Joey he wouldn't have a house if it wasn't for her. Okay, you bought the house and forced him to accept that. Then talking about Craig beating up at home, she had no empathy towards him in that situation. All this after being obsessed with him and jealous of his relationship with Sydney. People are like, Caitlyn kissing Kevin Smith? Just ugly. Why? Basically, they wouldn't get over how Joey and Caitlyn would end. Someone said, I was seriously more invested in Joey and Caitlyn as a couple when Next Gen first aired than any of the high school age couples low. Caitlyn was beautiful and a career woman, and I always thought Joey was charming and such a sweetheart about what he did about Craig. It hurts more and about the Degrassi High and all that. Let's see here. A lot of people said the writers are hurting and all that because why would Kevin Smith and Sydney got such a bad rap? All that. A lot of people said that Kevin Smith's shitty fanfic about the fact that when he was a teenager he had a hard-on for Caitlyn And basically that ruined the show. And Kevin Smith's got a lot of people angry at him for what he did about the Caitlyn Joy thing. In my mind, Caitlyn and Joey basically were a good couple. I mean, it was shocking that they got back together in Next Gen and all that, because I thought for sure that there would be some kind of issue. But when you look at things, it's like, Caitlyn and Joey are perfect for each other. You know, it was the bad boy dating the popular girl and all that. Although, Joey wasn't really a bad boy. He was just like a little bit stupid. But he matured when he was an adult. That's for sure. But yeah, I just can't deal with the Kevin Smith thing. I watch a lot of season 4 for the Rick Murray storyline. I basically don't watch the episodes after the one that Spinner gets expelled in. It's like, I just can't handle it. And all that. Kevin Smith comes back in season 5 for the premiere and all that, but of the movie. But like, honestly, yeah, Caitlyn and Joey really got a bad ending and all that. It was weird. Joey didn't seem to catch after Caitlyn and Joey broke up. It's like Joey had nothing, so he moved to Calgary, and basically Craig goes to Calgary to deal with Joey. I don't know what. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Thanks for watching.